right, boys and girls, we are going to talk about shapes. We're going to talk about plane shapes, 2D shapes, which both mean the same thing. Alrighty, so let's look right here. I have this image right here of all kinds of shapes. So hopefully you notice that half of them are plane shapes and half of them are solid shapes or three-dimensional shapes. So can you figure out which are which? So hopefully if you're looking at this right here, these are the shapes we're going to be talking about. These are called plane shapes. They are also called 2D shapes, two-dimensional. These down here we'll be talking about at some point, and those are called solid figures. Ooh, looks like a V. Are also called 3D shapes. All right, but what we're going to be talking about are these right here, these 2D shapes. All right, first, before we get started, I want to talk about a couple of things. I want to talk about some vocabulary we need to know. So the first thing you need to know is the word sides. These are sides of a shape. Okay, and hopefully as I go over this, this should be a review, so it should not be something new that you've never heard of, hopefully, before. Maybe you haven't heard of these vocabulary words, but when we talk about it, you'll be like, oh yeah, I understand that. Okay, so these are sides of a shape. All right, vertex or vertice, that is where two sides come together. All right, they come together at a point, which is called a vertex or vertice when it's plural. So vertex is singular, vertices are plural. Also, when we have a shape, here are two sides of the shape. We have our vertice right here, and then right here where the two come together, that is called an angle. So it's different than a vertice, but it's an angle. All right, so those are the three things that we're going to be looking at as we talk about these shapes. So here's the first one. So we should know this shape. It is a square. All right, this is a square. So when we look at a square, we know that it has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. All right, so it has 4 sides. And then if we're looking at it, it also has 1, 2, 3, 4 vertices. Remember, vertices are where two sides come together. And then it also has 1, 2, 3, 4 angles. So a square has 4 sides right here, 4 vertices, and 4 angles. All right, next shape. And I'm going to check real quick to make sure I'm still recording. So excuse me for just a second. Yep, I am. I've already recorded this all once and it didn't record. So I just wanted to check that. Okay, here is our next shape. It is called a rectangle. Rectangle. All right, it is a rectangle. Now, a rectangle also has 4 sides. But notice on a rectangle, 2 of the sides are long and then the other 2 sides are short. That's the best way I can describe it. So that is a rectangle. It has 4 sides. It has 4 vertices. And it has 4 angles. All right. So that is a rectangle. All right, let's look at this next one. What is this shape? This is a triangle. Now, you know how Mrs. Crawl likes to talk about words. And here is the word try. Whenever you see try, what does that mean? Does it mean try harder? That's T-R-Y. This try means, like as in tricycle or, I can't think of any other ones, but tricycle. All right, and it means 3. And look, there's also the word angle in there. So triangle literally means 3 angles. So it also has 3 sides. It has 3 vertices. And then, like I just said, it has 3 angles. All right, so there is a triangle. All right, next one. Ooh, we know this shape. What is it? It's a circle. All right, now our circle here. It does not have any sides, so it has no sides. What? Yes, crazy. It has no vertices. And it also has no angles. Whee! No angles. So that is a circle. All right, next one. Ooh, that's a silly, funny looking shape. All right, this is called a trapezoid. Trapezoid. All right. So a trapezoid is also a 4-sided shape. So it has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. It also has 1, 2, 3, 4 vertices and 1, 2, 3, 4 angles. So that is a trapezoid. All right, next one. This is a parallelogram. All right, so parallelogram. Oh no, hopefully Mrs. Cross spelled that right. It looks kind of funny. Maybe it's because it's so messy. All right, so this is a parallelogram. Now, a parallelogram is another 4-sided shape. Now, this is the thing. The 4 sides, the top and bottom are parallel, which means they're equal distance apart, as well as the other 2 sides are also equal distance apart, which is different than a trapezoid. Okay, so see how this side and this side, they're not equal distances apart. All right, so this is a parallelogram. All right, it's kind of like a square or rectangle. I always think of it pushed to the side. Okay, so it has 4 sides. It has 4 vertices. Okay, and it has 4 angles. All right, I'm going to double check, make sure we're still recording. Yep, we are. All right, next one. Okay, now we're getting into some new things. Okay, so what is this shape? Here's a clue. There is a government building that is in Washington, D.C. that houses a lot of important military offices. And it's the way that I can remember what this shape is. Does anyone know what it is? Let's see. It's called a pentagon. It's called a pentagon. All right. A pentagon has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. So a pentagon has 5 sides. All right. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It has 5 vertices as well as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 angles. So that is a pentagon. All right, what is this next shape? So look at it carefully. What is this shape? It is a hexagon. So if you said hexagon, you're right. So hexagon. All right, it's a hexagon. All right, now a hexagon has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I feel like I'm the Count on Sesame Street. So it has 6 sides. It has 6 vertices. And it has 6 angles right there. Okay, so that is a hexagon. All right, next one. Let's see, this is our last shape. Now this, looking at it, think about, how many sides does it have? That's going to really help you with what shape it is. It is an octagon. So, octagon has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 sides. All right, it has 8 sides. So anytime you hear oct or octa, that's going to mean 8. All right? So it's an 8-sided shape, like octopus has 8 legs. All right? So octagon has 8 sides. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 vertices. And it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 angles. So an octagon has 8 sides, 8 vertices, 8 angles. All right. And that is the end of all of our shapes. All right, so let's review real fast. So we have octagon has 8 sides, vertices, angles. Hexagon has what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sides, vertices, angles. Pentagon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It has 5 sides, angles, vertices. Parallelogram, 1, 2, 3, 4, has 4 sides, vertices, angle. Trapezoid, 1, 2, 3, 4, has 4 sides, vertices, and angles. Circle, oh, it's a messy one. It says no sides, no angles, no vertices. Tricky thing it is. Here, it's even going to have like a tongue out and like crazy teeth. All right, we have a triangle. It has 1, 2, 3, has 3 sides, vertices, and angles. Remember, tri means 3. And then we have a rectangle, 1, 2, 3, 4. It has 4 sides, vertices, and angles. And the last one is a square. It has 1, 2, 3, 4. It has 4 sides, vertices, and angles. So remember, here is a kind of help. We have our what is sides, our what is around our shape to put our shape together. Vertice is where 2 sides come together. And the angle is that part where the 2 sides come together, and it's the angle. I'm not explaining that one very well. It's just that. All right. And that is the end of my lesson on plane shapes. So now what I would like for you to do is to take the quiz. Don't think of it as a quiz. It's more of an assignment. And it's just kind of to review what we just did. You can have up to 3 tries to do it if you don't do well the first time. But it's called, I believe it's called Name That Plane Shape. And you're going to be naming some shapes as well as telling how many